Awesome, guys. Okay, so we're going to start with a nice gentle warm-up. And ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I didn't notice all that was going on with my intrinsic foot muscles.
Yep, I got it. So we are coming into rotation, pivoting on the balls of the feet, letting those arms swing, totally relaxed. Heel comes off the ground. That's the transverse plane. All right, and then into our chops. Inhale as you reach up, opening up those hips, greeting the day, and exhale, chopping down. Back stays flat. Chest stays lifted. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to come into a side bend. Can take the arm over the top of the head if you like. You want to keep the hips square. So hips facing forward. And if you prefer to just slide your hand down the leg, that works too. All right, we are going wide. Wide stance to get into the inner thigh muscles, the adductors. So take your time just shifting your weight from side to side.
I'm doing. It's not going very deep. No.
Good, nice and easy. And then bringing the feet close together to hinge at the hips to get into your hamstrings. So the key on this one, flat back or slightly arched. Should feel a mild stretch in the back of the legs. Awesome, you guys. Good. And coming out of that, we'll take it into cross crawl, which is knee to opposite elbow. It's a little twist of the spine, and we get the outside of the hip. And we can add an optional hop if we want to introduce some impact. It's really a little skip. And then a very gentle bounce off both feet. Super relaxed. Very light, very soft. Alternating feet now. Coming into a low jog. Nice, guys. And then the heels are coming up. Heels are up towards your butt. Working the hamstrings. Beautiful. And then we're going to drive the knees up toward the sky. Working the front of the hip flexors. You got it. And then taking those feet a little wider for fast feet. You're on hot coals. Moving as quickly as you can for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right. We're going to go through our 8 drills, starting from our back. Number 1 is going to be crisscross, right out of Pilates. So we've got legs up. One is long, one knee is bent, and we're going to take shoulder towards opposite hip, towards the bent knee, and then we bring it over to the other side. So the goal on this, keep those shoulder blades up pretty much the entire time, and you're working that diagonal. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, we're going to flip over to our belly, and Shauna's going to use the AirX pad to get a little elevation. You guys could use a towel or some rolled up t-shirts. This is your back extension, the letter T, which means the arms are going to be stretched out perpendicular to your body, kind of like an airplane. Palms usually face down, neck with spine, and we're going to hold this so it's an isometric. That's number 2. Okay, number 3. It is baseball season. It's in full swing. So we're going to do our shortstop drill, which is shuffle, shuffle, drop. So when you drop, you're imitating bringing your glove down to the turf. So that's both hands, so you can scoop up the ball. And then shuffle to the other side, and same thing, lower down. Okay? So you basically have a shuffle and a squat. And number 4 is our plank, and we have reaches this morning. So you may want a wide base to stabilize yourselves. You're going to be reaching forward, side, rear. These are tough. This is a challenging move for 30 seconds, let alone a minute. So if you need to ditch the reach, you ditch the reach. Or if you need to keep it really small, that's fine too. Good. That's number 4, guys. Number 5, it's our squat, but today it's the monster walk, which is probably the most fun squat, except for a minute. It could be not so fun. Now Shauna's going to layer on a light resistance band. Yellow is usually the lightest above the knees. So the idea here is get into your squat and stay there and walk and walk and walk. So how deep you go is up to you, but you do want to keep that back flat. So it looks a little bit like a monster. Rawr. Okay. Number 6 is a contralateral push-up. All right, this is pretty challenging. So we can go knees or we can go toes. We're going to take an arm to one side. So left arm goes left, right foot goes right. Then right arm goes right, left foot goes left. If that's not working for you, you can ditch the arm and or the foot movement and just keep it basic. Okay, number 7, reaches. It's like beach combing. So instead of a straight up lunge, we're going to actually lower our upper body onto our thigh, reach to the ground, come back. Lower to the thigh, reach to the ground, come back. Okay, it's a little slower than the lunge. And then we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, there you go. There's resistance. Indian clubs. We're going to wrap it up with our crawl, which is a lateral plank crawl. So coming into plank, either preferably palms, I think forearms would be uncomfortable. You'll be going sideways, but maintaining that plank position. So we don't want hips up in the air, and we don't want much of a bend in the knee. Okay, that's number 8. So we got 3 rounds, 1 minute per exercise per round, starting from our back with crisscross. Legs are up. Can have your hands cupping your ears if that feels good. First round, first set is in 3, 2, 1, and go. Working that diagonal. Nice exhale coming across. Gentle on the head, guys. That's it. Remember, one leg is long. Opposite knee is bent. Try not to worry about getting the elbow to the knee. It's not important. 30 seconds to go. If you need to take a break at any point for any exercise, just do it. Always take care of yourselves. That's the most important thing. We've got 15 seconds to go. Final 10. Good, guys. Home stretch now. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right, we are going to flip over to our belly. We have our back extension. The arms are stretched way out like an airplane. We've got 3, 2, 1, and go. We lift the ribs. Arms are like wings. The neck is aligned with the spine. Breathing is relaxed. Try not to hold your breath. Legs can stay down. 30 seconds to go, so you're halfway. You can experiment with your foot position. Down to 15. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. Fantastic. Great work, guys. Good. So, we are up. Shortstop drill. You are in a mini squat, feet parallel, ready to slide in 3, 2, 1, and go. Slide, slide down. Now, I'm suggesting 2 slides, but it can be 1, 2, 3. Shauna's doing 3. And if you have more space, you can do more slides. Depends what you want to work on most. If you want to work mostly on changing your level, then keep the slides to a minimum. And then it's down, up, down, up. If you want to work more on your lateral movement and you have the room to do it, that's great. 15 seconds. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. Moving on to our plank. Plank with reaches. So the goal here is to minimize rotation at the hips. We've got 3, 2, 1, and go. So those reaches can be as small or as big as you like. They can be slow. That's more challenging. Or they can be quick. As soon as you pick up that hand, a lot of things start to kick in. The abs have to work harder. The support arm has to work harder. The support feet have to work harder. You got 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Awesome. Okay, we are up for the monster walk. All right, this one's a little tricky because you have a lot of flexibility. Just decide how deep you want to squat at the start. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, if this starts to bother your low back, you want to stand up, open up the hips, and then you can get back into it. If it's too much on your knees, then you want to ease out of it a little bit and not be in such a deep squat the entire time. 30 seconds, but if you feel good, you can stay low. The steps are pretty much, they're forward and slightly diagonal. And they can also be backward and diagonal. Three, two, one, and recover. All right. It's great, great for the glutes. That's awesome. Okay, contralateral push-up. If you want to give it a try, remember, hands going one way, the opposite foot going the other way, or any push-up variation. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, 1 minute of push-ups is a heck of a long time. So let's just try to maintain our form for the beginning portion. And then if you fatigue, we should have a strategy. Now that could be not going as deep. That could be going to knees if you were on your toes. If you were already on your knees, that could be just holding a plank from the knees. We're down to 20 seconds. You always want to have your contingency plan ready. You got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. Beautiful. So, number 7, that's your reaches. Feet about hip width. Stepping forward. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're hinging at the hips. Starts like a lunge, but then the upper body comes forward. And fingertips come towards the ground. If you can get them to the ground, that's great. If not, no worries. "30 seconds to go." That front knee should stay pushed to the outside. We don't want it to cave in. Feet are parallel. We don't want the back foot to turn out or in. 10 seconds. And we got 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Last first. Okay, final workout, drill, blah. Number 8 is your lateral plank crawl. Okay, so we go to plank, and we have 3, 2, 1, and go. We're moving sideways. So a couple of things on this. One is you want to try to go straight, and that means you may have to look up every so often. If you have some kind of line on the floor, that can help.
Edge of the mat.
30 seconds to go. We got, I think that might be Becca joining us. Right, or the edge of a mat. And then the second thing is how many steps you take laterally, because you're going to want to balance that left and right. So you may want to just count to yourselves. Okay, I'm going to go 3 left and I'm going to go 3 right. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. That is round 1. Nice. All right. So we're going to take a short rest. And let's review what we just did and think about if we need to make any changes. So crisscross, very safe. Not a ton of adjustments you can make,
Well,
but
how much you get? You could use your arms out here instead of here.
yeah, you could definitely reach those arms forward instead of cupping the ears. You can have more of a bend in both knees. instead of that really long leg. So you have a couple of possibilities there. That back extension, that's a challenging one because the arms are out to the side. That's a lot of extra weight.
Pull them back.
So so you would bring those hands back closer to your side instead of being so far out. And shortstop drill, you don't have to go quite as low on the drop. You know, plank with your reaches. Keep those reaches really small. And yeah, it's not necessarily easier. As soon as that hand lifts, it's a new ball game, right? Okay, we talked about the monster wall, keeping that back flat but not going so deep. Contralateral push-up, really just ditching the one of those movements.
Do whatever push-up works.
Hand or foot. Okay. So guys, we're going to go to round 2. Starting from our back, we've got crisscross. So either hands cupping ears or just out in front of you. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Working that diagonal. Considered one of the most effective body weight ab exercises. I'm sure there's exercises that use equipment that might be just as effective, but there's not much that beats this one. And really anything with that diagonal movement where you're taking shoulder to hip, some variation of that is very effective. 15 seconds. Got this now. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Nice. All right, we're going to flip over to our belly for our back extension. We've got the letter T. Arms are stretched out to the side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Palms are face down. Ribs come off the ground. The neck stays with the spine. And like Shauna said, if this is a little too intense, you bring those hands closer to your body, closer to your hips. Breathing's relaxed. We got 30 seconds to go. Down to 20. Here's the final 10. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. Good work, guys. We're up for our shortstop drill. That's shuffle, shuffle, drop, or more shuffles than 2. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Slide, slide. So feet are pretty much parallel. We accelerate, we decelerate, and then we squat and reach. So that's how we'd break it down. So if you want to get more of a cardio effect, you want quick shuffles and pretty quick drops. 20 seconds. We're down to 10 seconds. Nice. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. Good going, guys. Nice job. We have our plank now. Plank Plank with reaches, so you might want to start palms and balls of the feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Think about where those hands are in relation to your shoulders. Do you have wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked? Or, looking at Sean, I'd say maybe they're 5 degrees forward, the hands. See what feels best to you. Trying to keep the hips level as you reach. 15 seconds to go. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. Halfway through the round. Monster walk is next. Optional extra resistance. Could be a band, a ball, a dumbbell, a kettlebell. We're going to walk forward in 3, 2, 1, and go. So your goal is stay low, but find a depth that's sustainable. If you go too low, you might burn out halfway through the set.
Oh.
30 seconds.
Recruit the wrong hip flexors.
20 seconds to go. So we'll do most of these barefoot, you know, with a decent mat. It's nice to be able to feel your feet on the ground. 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. We're moving on to our push-up. So contralateral, hand goes one way, opposite foot goes the other. In 3, 2, 1, and go. It's one of the more challenging push-up variations. Pretty advanced, so if you want to cut it back, that's fine. Just want to make sure our form is good. So neck aligned with spine. Elbows go back and slightly to the outside. That's going to vary from person to person.
Oh, I hate to do this as an eccentric slow one.
Core stays solid. 10 seconds left. And we got 3, 2, 1, and recover. All right. We've got reaches next. So we're going to start with feet about hip width. We'll be stepping forward and lowering our torso in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice step. Hinge at the hips. Reach with the fingertips. Try to find a rhythm. See if you can keep that front knee pushed to the outside. Don't let it collapse in. Got 20 seconds to go. Back knee approaches the ground. You're controlling the descent. 10 seconds left. Excellent, guys. You got this now. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And this is last second. Okay. So lateral plank crawl to wrap up round 2. Coming into plank, we'll go sideways in 3, 2, 1, and go. "30 seconds, you're halfway. Stay with it. Keep that core engaged. You can go as slow as you want. 15 seconds to go. Get a nice little rest after this. That's it. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Good work, you guys. Nice going. So, little break before the final round. Can shake out, stretch out a little bit if you want, sip of water. And then just think of your strategy for this last round. Do you need to change anything? Or do you need a backup plan if you fatigue on any of these movements? Do you want any extra resistance? That would most likely apply to your monster walk and potentially to the reaches. That would be very light weight on the reaches. There's some other opportunities for extra resistance if you're feeling especially strong this morning. Okay. So last round, best round. Gonna start from our back with crisscross. So legs are up. Okay, final set. We go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Up and across. Shoulder blades come off the ground. Nice exhale. The inhale is when you're back at rest, which is very brief. As you work the diagonal, that knee comes towards your elbow. Other leg straightens. 25 seconds to go. You're down to 15. You want to finish really strong each one of these sets. Under 10. You got 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that's 1 down. Done with that. We flip over. We're going to be on our belly for our back extension. The letter T. Arms are stretched out. We got 3, 2, 1, and go. Ribs lift. Palms are face down. Neck is aligned with your spine. Can experiment with your foot position. "30 seconds to go." Halfway, guys, almost there. Final 20. Can even close your eyes here if that feels comfortable. Okay, you got this. 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, and recover. Awesome. We are moving on to shuffle, shuffle, drop, your shortstop drill. So we're up for up to standing, feet a little wider than hips, sliding across in 3, 2, 1, and go. Slide, slide, drop. Slide, slide, drop. Back stays flat. The feet stay parallel. Fingertips reaching to the ground. You find your pace. That's it, Rita. Nice, Julie. That's it, Becca. Good going, you guys. 20 seconds left. Final 10. Almost there. Let's keep pushing till the end. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that is 3 down. And we move on to our plank. Plank with reaches. Number 4 takes us to the halfway point of the last round. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we are bracing. It's really what planks are. Not going to let that low back cave in. Going to keep that neck aligned with your spine. If you feel like you need a little more stability, you can widen your base at the feet. Down to 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that's 4 down. We got 4 left. 4 minutes of work. All right, here we go. Monster walk is next. So we're going to come into a mini to moderate squat. And we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Stepping forward, staying low. Very methodical steps. Back's going to stay flat. Now, if you're not sure if your back is flat, you can put one hand, the back of one hand, probably into the small of your back, low back, and just feel whether you're able to keep it flat or it's starting to round. 20 seconds to go. The final 10, almost there. 3, 2, 1, recover. Good, that's 5 down, 3 left, 3 minutes of work. We've got push-ups next. Contralateral push-ups. Working in opposition. We've got 3, 2, 1, and go. So you may have noticed Shauna's using sliders on her feet. I think sliders on the hands would be too much. That would be interesting, though. So as your left foot goes left, your right hand goes right. As your right foot goes right, your left hand goes left. Anytime you take those limbs further away from the body during a push-up, it's going to increase the challenge. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and recover. 6 down, 2 left, 2 minutes of work. Reaches are next. Gonna set our feet to about hip width, and we'll be stepping forward in 3, 2, 1, and go. So that upper body comes very close to the thigh, or it maybe even rests on it. Fingers are reaching toward the ground, back knee bends, so that back heel comes way up. Got 30 seconds to go. It's your next to last drill. So this is another level change similar to your shortstop drill, shuffle, shuffle, squat. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and recover. All right, guys, this is it. Last. Final set. Lateral plank crawl to wrap it up. Starting in plank, going sideways in 3, 2, 1, and go. So take your time. Let's maintain our form. Great job, everyone. That's it. Nice, Becca. Good, Julie. Awesome, Rita. Good work. Try to stay straight. Keeping those hips down. Keeping that core engaged. You're working in opposition. After the left hand moves, the right foot moves. After the right hand moves, the left foot moves. 15 seconds to go. It's the final 10. Now we got it. Gonna finish really strong in 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice going, you guys. Good work. Some tough moves in there. You did really well. We're going to take just a second to shake out, sip of water, bring our heart rates back down. Towel off if you need to. And then we'll come right into our cool down. So as you may have noticed with the 1-minute work sets, the class is a little shorter because you don't have all of those rest breaks that you do when the work sets are 30 seconds. So that's fine. Okay, we're going to start with our chest. And we want to take a hand either to the wall or to some stable object, shoulder height. We turn away gently. Aw. Yeah, we do miss seeing everyone in person. Now we miss Rita. Okay. Good, guys. We just got a few more seconds. We got 3, 2, 1, and switch. Other side, same thing. Getting that chest and shoulders. And since you guys are in the city 3, 2, 1, and release that. We'll go to quad now. So we're going to get that outside ankle holding on to something for a little balance. Just a heads up, we'll continue with Outdoor Beast. Tuesday, Thursday, that's been going well. Nice group. Pretty, not super small, but comfortable. And then Outdoor Punk Rope starts this Saturday. We'll be doing one class a month on Saturday. Shauna and I. This one's in Park Slope. 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch. Right by the old stone house at 10 a.m. And then Sundays starting May 9th. So actually that's Mother's Day. A week from Sunday, maybe not the best day to start. Maggie will be doing punk rope in Bushwick at Runaway Roof, Sundays at 4 p.m. 3, 2, 1, and release. And then we'll get hamstrings. Okay, so from our back, we're going to elevate one leg. So with punk rope, just the very nature of it makes it socially distanced, so that's convenient. And with Beast, I've been giving people quite a bit of space. Probably, more than 6 feet, plus we're outdoors. Plus, I think most of the beasts are vaccinated now. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to switch. And then we'll let you know about Zoom. And we got 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Okay, we'll do our glutes. So we're going to cross an ankle over the opposite thigh. And then pick up that leg. And then, of course, if anything still feels tight after we stretch and you have the time, definitely stretch more on your own. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Getting the other glute, ankle over thigh. And I think after this, we'll do a spinal twist or, something like that. And we got 3, 2, 1, and release that. And when we wrap it up so we'll do a spinal twist with both legs going towards the ground. Opposite shoulder stays down or close to the ground. You want to be gentle on this. Getting nice stretch on the outside of the hip as well. 3, 2, 1, and other side. Same thing. Got to keep those spines supple. Almost there. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and done. You did it, guys. Congratulations. You made it. Thank you for joining us. Yay. We're going to go hands in the center for
You said Rita went by.
Rita went by. For Beast on 3. We got 1, 2, 3. Beast. Great work, you guys. Have a beautiful day. It's going to be gorgeous out. I hope you can get outside. And hope to see you soon. Okay. Bye.